The animal I will be talking more about is the tardigrade. It is a microorganism. So what is a tardigrade? A tardigrade is a water-dwelling, eight-legged, segmented microanimal. They were first discovered by the German zoologist Johann August Ephraim Gosey in 1773. So what environment does the tardigrade live in? So where does the tardigrade live in? They have been found everywhere, from mountaintops to the deep sea and mud volcanoes, and from tropical rainforests to the Antarctic. Tardigrades live everywhere, but they prefer to live in the sediment at the bottom of a lake or on damp pieces of moss or other wet environments. Tardigrades have a very interesting diet. They consume fluid for survival and suck juices from algae, lichens, and moss. Sometimes they even eat other tardigrades. Like most animals, tardigrades have predators too. Their predators include nematodes, other tardigrades, mites, spiders, springtails, and insect larvae. Tardigrades can survive in extreme weather conditions that most other living creatures can't survive in. These are the temperatures which a tardigrade can survive in. They can survive for a few minutes at 151 degrees Celsius, 30 years at negative 20 degrees Celsius, a few days at negative 200 degrees Celsius, and a few minutes at negative 272 degrees Celsius. To survive dehydration, the tardigrades turn themselves into a form of bioglass to keep their innards from harm. This is a form of cryptobiosis which is demonstrated by the tardigrades. In case of a nuclear explosion, tardigrades are probably the only ones who will survive. They can withstand up to 1,000 times more radiation than humans can. Tardigrades can also withstand very high pressure of more than 1,200 times of atmospheric pressure. They can survive the vacuum of open space and solar radiation combined for at least 10 days. So how do they do these amazing stuff? Tardigrades have adapted to the environmental stress by undergoing a process called cryptobiosis. So let me tell you more about cryptobiosis. Cryptobiosis is defined as a state in which metabolic activities come to a reversible standstill. It is truly a death-like state where most organisms die by a cessation of metabolism. Ton formation requires metabolism and synthesis of a protective sugar called. Now we'll be moving on to talk about the selective agent. Which moves into the cell and replaces the tardigrade encounters in its lifetime as its selective agent. The tardigrade that is able to survive all the predators.
The tardigrade's selective advantage is its
generation and so on. Its small size enables it to hide between the gaps of the moss or the algae and allows it to be unseen from potential predators. Darwin's theory of evolution can be seen in this tardigrade, as those tardigrades who were unable to defend themselves eventually fell prey to natural selection, and those who were able to defend themselves
created using Powtoon.